So we are recording and we are live on Facebook. And welcome everyone. I put the link in the comments so you can feel free to pop on and join us and have some fun at our 4 p.m. open speed networking event with Leeds Referral Network. I have Eileen here from Pampered Chef. We have Kelechi here and he's in Buffalo, New York. Woohoo! And Kelechi's going to talk a little bit to us about how he helps his customers with their website and things that he can do. So, but before that, I'll just let everyone know a little bit about Leeds. If you haven't heard, Leeds Referral Network is a business networking company, and we are opening up chapters all over. We have one in Minnesota, in California, Los Angeles, and actually just starting one up in San Diego. We're really excited about that. And we have several different chapters here in the Seattle, Washington area. And we just had somebody join our group, and she's in the UK, in the London area. So we are expanding and having lots of fun networking online. And so join us. Join us sometime. I'm going to put you on speaker view, Kelechi, and let you introduce yourself. Thank you so much for joining us and letting us learn a little bit about your business. But before that, let me give Eileen a little chance to introduce herself, and then we'll go over to you, Kelechi.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Melissa. I really appreciate Leeds Referral Network here because of all the great people I have met. And I just would encourage you, if you're watching us here or even in the recording and you haven't ever experienced it, to jump in. You will meet some wonderful people. My business is mostly virtual right now, although I actually did a cooking show in someone's backyard on Monday, and it was so much fun to be with people, socially distanced, masked up, but we handled it really well. And Pampered Chef has been just booming this year because of the pandemic. People are home, they're cooking, they're eating at home, and shopping for Pampered Chef kitchen tools. And I'm going to just encourage you, if you've never experienced Pampered Chef, to check out our website at pamperedchef.com. And if you are interested in shopping with me, I'll put my information in the chat. And Pampered Chef does everything from vegetable peelers to high-end cookware, so we can cover your bases. Thank you for the chance to speak, Melissa. Thank you.
Of course, Eileen, you're a Leeds member. Love having you with us, and thank you for being supportive and supporting Leeds. So we love you. Okay, so I'm going to put this on speaker view here for you, Kelechi, and
Okay.
mute myself here.
Okay. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Okay. Awesome. So hello everyone, my name is Kelechi Chillis-Ihenko. I'm CEO of KCI Digital. And I want to first just thank Melissa for allowing me to have the opportunity to speak with you all. Something I do is I respect people's time. I don't like to waste people's time. I don't like my time wasted. And so hopefully, Melissa, you can get some value from this, and anyone else who's watching, maybe you guys can learn some things. So a few things about what I do. I help businesses figure out where they're losing value online. I do this through digital marketing, online marketing. And what I do is I analyze people's websites, their SEO, their social media, and their advertising. And I kind of see where they're losing value, give them tips and tricks and cutting edge strategies that they can use in actionable steps that they can implement, and it'll add more value to them as a whole. And so what I'm going to show you guys today is a very, very, very condensed version, just like a little demo of what I would do. So I'm going to do a live evaluation. So without further ado, let's get into it. Share my screen. So for some reason, unfortunately, the website has not been working, hasn't want to collaborate with me today. But that's completely fine. For what I want to show, I don't necessarily need to see the content of the website. But the first thing I want to note is you are missing a Facebook pixel. It's not on your website. And so I know this because I have a little tool that's free. It's called the Facebook Pixel Helper, and it pretty much allows you to, on any website, you can kind of track and see if there's a Facebook pixel. So for those of you who are wondering what a Facebook pixel is, imagine anytime you go on a website to buy a product or a service or whatever, you may go on the website and then you may leave, and then hours later, the entire day, you keep seeing that same ad for the website that you were on, and people are like, "Oh, Facebook's spying on me," or "People are watching me," or "They're listening to what I'm thinking." That's what people think a lot, but in reality, it's just a Facebook pixel. And so, what it allows you to do is retarget, remarket to people. And I know everyone would agree that following up with people, that's where the deals happen. That's where all the money's made, through follow up. And so, having the Facebook pixel allows you to follow up with people, essentially. And it's very easy. You don't have to call people to follow up. You don't have to email people to follow up. Just automatically through advertising, you can follow up with people. So Melissa, a recommendation for you would be to get this installed on your website. Super easy. And then maybe so you can set it up so when someone goes to your website and they leave, if they don't take action, they don't sign up or anything. If they leave, you can now retarget them and shoot them an ad, simple ad that just shows Leeds Referral Network, talks a little bit about what you do. And so that way, the idea is now you're top of their mind. They keep seeing you, and now they're more likely to do business with you. So that's a cool little trick. Another idea you can do is, I know on your website you had a section that had the different chapters and the different locations that you were located. So let's say, for example, I know you said you're starting one in San Diego. So if someone clicked on the San Diego chapter and they didn't take action, they left. You can now send them an ad that says, "Hey, are you looking for like-minded individuals who are interested in business in San Diego? Check out Leeds Referral Network." And so the thought process is they were already looking for that, and now you just fell right into their lap, and now they remember you, and they'll probably come back and do business with you. And so, yeah, those are some tricks on your website that you can do. Now we can get into a little bit about the SEO side. And for those who don't know what SEO is, that's search engine optimization, and that has to do with how you rank on Google. So, for example, if I were to type in Google networking groups, SEO and ranking is pretty much how you rank in a certain order. And so why is this important? It's because most people, let's say like 99% of people, they're not going to go on page 2. So if you're on page 2, good luck to you. That's what I always say. But also, you want to be viewed above the fold. Above the fold is essentially everything from here up. Below the fold is when you have to scroll down. And so most people, they're not going to go below the fold. People are lazy. We don't like to do a lot of work. And so you want to be as convenient as possible. And so the higher up you rank, the more traffic you get. So these guys, they're getting a lot of traffic. You can also do advertising, but people don't want to spend money. So organic traffic is always the best. So there's a cool tool by a guy named Neil Patel, and it gives you a lot of data. This is kind of the free version. There's paid versions too that give you more data. But what I want to highlight right now is something called backlinks. And what a backlink is essentially it's a hyperlink, and it links two websites together. So for example, let's say on my website, I were to create a blog about networking, the importance of networking, networking tips. And then at the end of it, I would say, hey, if you're interested in networking, check out Leeds Referral Network. It's a cool, they have a whole bunch of cool events. You should check them out. I will put a link to Leeds Referral on my website. That link is a backlink, and people can click on that from my website and they can go to your website. And so essentially a way to think about it is the more backlinks you have, the higher up Google wants to rank you, because that kind of shows that your website's popular, people are getting value from it. That's in a nutshell a way to think about it. It's not an exact science. Some people can have slightly less backlinks and still rank very well, but essentially that's how you want to think about it. And so not only does the number of backlinks important, but where the backlink is coming from is also plays a factor in it. So a backlink from, let's say, Microsoft, that has more value than, let's say, a backlink from me, because Microsoft's a bigger company, they have more traffic. And so the authority that Microsoft has, their backlink is going to be weighed more heavily. And so your website has 11 backlinks from 4 referring domains. That's essentially from four websites have 11 backlinks to you. That's essentially what that means. And here you can kind of see where the backlinks are coming from. So it shows what website has the backlink and where exactly it's referring people to. So it's just your main website, the homepage. Now, how can you get more backlinks? There's a whole bunch of strategies. I'll go over 2 briefly. One way you can do is by finding a competitor. So in this case, I just typed in BNI. You can see that they have 300,000, almost 400,000 backlinks, which is crazy. It's a lot. They have almost 33,000 monthly organic traffic. But what you can do is, since you can see where the backlinks are coming from and who's linking back and all that stuff, all that good stuff, you can see who's doing it. So GoDaddy, I guess they wrote a blog post about 5 ways to promote your business. So you can create content about how to promote your business that's kind of relevant specifically to Leeds Referral Network, but make it something of high value. And then you can reach out to GoDaddy or wherever the people are that's linking back. You can reach out to them and just say, hey, I think you might find this article that I wrote valuable. Feel free to share it, and of course link back to my website for it. Give me credit for it. And that's a way you can build a lot of backlinks quickly, essentially quickly. It's a lot of work to do it that way because you have to reach out to all these people. You have to create the content that's similar to all this. So that's kind of an aggressive approach to do it, but it works. Another good strategy is just to create valuable content regularly. And if it's of value, people naturally want to share it. People naturally want to link back to it. That's what I recommend to do. So I guess something that might be easy for you to do is create a weekly blog and just center it around certain topics, certain keywords. So what is a keyword? A keyword is pretty much a search term. So I go to this one. Like this, networking groups, that would be a keyword. And so what you want to find are good keywords to target. So you're currently ranked for, I found it somewhere on here, it was like 110 keywords, but a lot of them were kind of irrelevant keywords, things that won't really drive that much traffic. And so you want to find relevant keywords to rank for, something like networking groups. And you want to make sure it has good search volume. So this is almost 900 monthly searches. You want something that's easy to rank for. And so it's ranked 22. So it's a pretty simple search term to rank for. And what you can do, you also want to see what are the top results. So it may be slightly different. I know when I searched it specifically in my area, because they have geo-targeting and things, you might see slightly different results. But overall, this software shows you the top results for networking groups. And you can see here, most of them are kind of irrelevant. They're not really, when somebody types in networking groups, they're probably looking to join a networking group. A lot of these things are just talking about tips on how to network. So it's really not relevant. So if you were to rank for this, you could probably rank relatively fast for a keyword, for this keyword, and you can see a lot of results. So you can see they have 880 monthly results. So if you were to capture 10% of that, that's 88 people coming to your website from this one keyword. And then if you were to convert 10% of that, 8 people signing up to your networking group, what can that do for you? Like that can do a lot for you. And then those 8 people bring their friends, so then you have 16 people. You can just kind of see how that compounds and grows over time. And yeah, so yeah, you have any questions for me? This is just scratching the surface of like some of the things that you can do. It's really powerful stuff.
So many questions. Eileen, do you have any questions? I could probably like take an hour of questions.
Well, our company manages our websites for us, and so I don't have a personal website as many businesses do. So I think it's harder to move up in with the search engine unless somebody's using my name, because
right.
I'm not one of the top sellers in the company, and there are a lot of people, whose other websites would pop up first, and there's no
right.
I don't have manage my own website, so I don't really have any
Mhm.
questions about that for me.
Eileen, I think you're sharing your screen. Can you unclick share?
Well,
Sorry.
I
I
have a
think that
question though that would
okay.
pertain to Eileen.
Yeah.
If you guys see me, the sun is just like pounding on me. Uh, w- um, if I'm looking for Pampered Chef and I just Google Pampered Chef,
Hmm.
like sometimes there'll be like somebody's link like right there, so you
Yeah.
automatically can click and go into their Pampered Chef with their link and their picture. So how do those people do that?
Yeah. So let me see if I can see what you're talking about. So you're probably talking about the advertising, like Google AdWords. Well, they don't call it that anymore, but pretty much pay-per-click marketing. Let me
Oh, it's
see. It's
pay per
called,
click. Okay.
yeah, you said Pampered Chef is called?
Yeah.
If you just Google
PAM.
Pampered Chef, I'm sure somebody that has their link right there in Google, because I've done it before with other companies.
Yeah, somebody named Allison usually
Yeah,
pops
let
up at
me
the
see. Let
top.
me share my
Oh
screen.
yeah. So like, how did she do that?
Um, yeah, I don't see an ad right now, but ads, like, you're not always going to see an ad. It just depends on, there's like a whole bunch of factors that go into ad rankings. So that's a conversation for another time. But yeah, you're talking about like, it would be like right up here, right? It would be like
Yeah,
right up here you're talking about.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Like
people,
wow.
so you can pay for ads, and that kind of, that's a way, like if you're not ranking organically, that's a good way to get yourself at the top.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about that is a lot of people were kind of, at this point in this day and age, we're kind of calloused towards advertising. Like we don't like to be sold to, so when we see an ad, we usually skip right over it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's another option to do. Another way to do it is just, like I said, creating content. So even if it's not necessarily your company, you're not the top seller, if you're creating content that's relevant, so if people are looking up, what kind of things does the company do specifically? Is it kind of
Cookware.
like catering?
No, it's all
Oh, cookware.
direct sales of kitchen
Okay.
equipment and entertaining
Okay.
equipment, cookware, vegetable
Okay.
peelers, food choppers, things like that.
Yeah. So if you're making a whole bunch of blogs about those different items, or just cooking tips in general, you're gonna rank highly for those specific type of keywords. So, example, like let's say you made a blog about cooking tips, and that's where you kind of created your content around. People who are looking for things about cooking, they're gonna be on your blog, and then you can pretty much have your link on your blog, and will go back to it. So
And
just tricks like that.
I'm sure there are Pampered Chef consultants who do have their own blogs, but the company provides the blogs for us on our website. So I
Nice.
don't do that. I'm so lazy.
Oh, they want.
You're lucky. That's awesome.
Yeah, and so that's kind of, yeah. So it's either you spend time yourself making it, or you pay other people to do it. That's how it kind of works. But yeah, and
Awesome.
this
Well,
is just scratching the surface.
yeah, I'm sure lots of people are going to have questions when they watch this video. So make sure you put your phone or how you want people to contact you, phone number or
Yeah,
email.
I'll put
Yeah,
my
how
stuff
they
in.
can connect with
Will it show up in the chat?
Yes.
Will it like pop up in the chat?
It won't, but then, well, I have your info anyway, but then I can just copy and paste it into the comments after the live videos over.
Okay.
Or the recording. I'm not even sure if we're live on Facebook anymore or not, but
That's fine.
well,
Yeah.
thank you so much. I'm
Yeah.
going to actually put you two into a breakout room, because that's what we do with speed networking is we
Yeah.
have an opportunity for everyone in the meeting to meet. So I'll break Eileen and Kelechi out here into a breakout room so they can chat for just a couple minutes and exchange contact information and get to know one another. And let's see. So I'll just give you guys a couple minutes and then I'll bring you back to the main room, and maybe some more people will pop on with us when you come back. So come join us. All right, so hopefully you can join us at Speed Networking. I'll put the link in the comments here, and I'll put Kelechi's and Eileen's information so you can reach out to them as well. And of course, if you have any information about Leeds Referral, you can, this way, scan my QR code and get my digital business card, or just go to leedsreferral.com. Thanks, everyone. Have a great and beautiful Thursday. Bye-bye.